we're back.
And we're back again.
Yeah, and if you guys could only see what goes on here during the commercial break, it's like, it should be on camera really, because it's really kind of funny. But, so,
These two guys are funny.
yeah, you guys
Well, a real quick story. While we were on commercial
Are you
break,
guys-
Bobby had lint on his shoulder. So I removed the lint off his shoulder, and he says that we wish he got it on TV so my wife could see it because she says we're so close. But a real quick story. We were in Miami for a fight.
Wait, before
And-
he's going, did you see he touched my leg?
I'm a touchy-feely guy, bro. I grapple a lot. I got sweaty guys on my back. As odd as that sounds, 5 days a week. You know what I mean?
You guys are partners.
Yes. Well, not that type. So we're in Fort Lauderdale, actually, not Miami. So we're in CVS or Genevieve's, and we're getting. Actually, it's they don't even have Genevieve's no more, right? It's Walgreens.
No, you're right, yeah,
Yeah.
well, I don't know what it is now, but, yeah.
We're in the aisle, and I say, Bobby, is this enough Vaseline for two guys?
No!
And everybody in the aisle is like,
Screaming,
I'm
too.
like, Bobby turns around and he's like, oh man, he's walking away. I'm like, Champ, is this enough Vaseline for two guys or what, bro? And I didn't even get it until we left. I was like, dude, everybody thinks we're queer now, you know what I mean?
Oh my God, that's so funny.
It was horrible.
Well, that's, I can see
Amusing.
it, you might get a little like, oh, I don't know what's going on with this guy, talks to you too much, right? Always on the phone.
Oh, he calls
The guy
me
don't
every 5
answer the
seconds.
phone.
He calls me like we're in a relationship. Calls me, texts me.
My phone
100
doesn't
times
stop.
A day.
I mean, it's going off a million times. It just doesn't stop. I told my wife I gotta hire someone just to hold the phone. You know.
Well, you said your son calls you a lot too, right?
Yeah, but I'm waiting. I'm surprised it's not going.
Or his wife calls at 6:58.
What's
Why
6:58?
6:58?
This is
To see where I am to make sure it's over, that we're done with. Like, where are you?
Oh, okay.
So just getting
My
back
time's
to,
over. Our time's over. So it's wife's time then.
before we
Right.
went to the commercial break, we were just saying about, you have a lot of,
Speaking
you
of
have a lot
which.
of guys, actually. Oh, is your phone ringing?
It's the son?
Phone call, we'll take a call, we can take a call.
Can we?
Is it anybody call worthy?
I believe it's my son. to be
Oh,
honest.
let's talk to your son.
Let's bring him on.
You guys sure you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
He's texting me, calling me. Hello.
Put him on speaker.
How do you do that? I'm not phone friendly.
Phone friendly.
No, that's you calling
But you're
him.
calling him.
Oh, let me hang it up then. Wait.
No, let him answer. We'll get him on the
I got like
line.
17 missed calls here.
All from him.
Well,
We gotta make sure he's okay.
and the wife.
But now if he's not picking up.
I love him. I love him.
Oh, Bobby's here.
Give me
Hello.
Bobby.
Hello. Who's this? I thought Steph was calling me. Guys, you guys are calling me. I'm on the air here. I'm doing the radio.
They're all
interview.
excited. They see Dad on TV.
Who is this?
That keeps saying radio.
Somebody got to talk. Who is this? Alex?
Yeah, it's precious time. We only have an hour.
Oh, they hung up. They're embarrassed.
Okay.
Well,
They're
guys.
passing the phone around.
Well, guys, it was nice talking to you. We'll see you at the fight. Don't worry.
Don't call again
So
because
anyway,
that was your chance.
I just want to get back. So of course you have guys that come to the gym, tons of guys, but it's a great workout for women. So women, you want to check out Campbell's kickboxing gym because you're going to train like a fighter, only you're not going to have contact. I mean, unless you get to the point. If someone, say a girl,
What? Hi, buddy. That's actually my little guy. Hold on.
That's Alex.
who is this?
That's Alex.
Hi, Alex. This is Janet Soluri. Are you watching the TV right now? It's Janet. Are you watching the TV right now? Are you watching Dad on
He
TV?
might swear.
He hung up.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna put the phone
All right,
down.
Alex.
Oh, well, he's shy. All right, so say I come in your gym and I want to start working out, and I really like it, and I'm really good, and I think I want to actually make some contact. Where do you go from there?
But then we'll let you do the contact. And we have a couple girls on the fight team actually. Actually, a couple of them actually undefeated. We had a girl, Stephanie, who just won a New York State title December 7th. Yeah.
Wait,
Girl,
way to go,
so
Steph.
undefeated, yeah. So we have
Fantastic.
girls that fight all the time.
So now you have an event on January 18th, which is going to be at, where is it?
Sons of Italy on Deer Park Avenue. It's a MMA, kickboxing, boxing show. And actually, amateur MMA is illegal in New York, so these guys are fighting with no gear, ground and pound to the face. The only thing they're not allowed to do is elbows, but they can do everything else. And our show, currently I'm out of tickets. I physically have no tickets
Sold
left.
out, right?
If people need tickets, they can contact the actual fighters, because the fighters have tickets, but I think the show's gonna be sold out. Last show, was sold out. We had to turn people down the door.
We
Right.
talked to one of the girls that worked your show. I don't know if she waitress there. 'cause
Renee
there's food,
Guzmano.
Right.
Oh yes, Renee. Yes,
She's
she
a
waited
doll.
to all my
There's
shows.
There's
Yes.
a full bar and everything.
Yeah.
She said the place, we just saw her last week, she said the place was insane, crazy, sold out.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
crazy.
Well,
Which
you know
I
what?
love to hear. That's just a
When
great.
you put
Contact me, I have tickets.
when you put on a good
Good
show,
yeah.
you sell out.
Well, our last show was the first time we did MMA, and this show is our second time doing MMA. Jesse's the main event, fighting Mark. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, Michelano, but
Migliano, I
from
believe.
East Coast
Yeah.
grappling and MMA in Hicksville. It's gonna be a great fight.
Oh, I can't wait.
Mark has a big fan base, so it's just like Jesse. So I can't wait for that fight.
That's
We
gonna
have,
be crazy.
2 other championship fights. Besides that, we have our girl Stephanie fighting against this girl Dawn. That's gonna be a great title fight, and we have a welterweight title fight.
Oh,
which
that's
is-
Well,
fantastic.
Jesse's fan base just got too bigger.
Yeah,
I do
absolutely.
have, the kids love the champ. I mean,
Yeah.
I do have a lot of fans. And
That's great.
Mark, sorry, brother, it's gonna be a bad night for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
current- I mean, I have over close to 30 kickboxing fights, and I have 1 loss.
Wow.
Nice.
So
That's
and,
fantastic.
and
You're both
MMA.
you're both champions, and you both
Because
have
Bobby's a world
titles, right?
champion. I'm a New York State champion,
Okay, well,
U.S.
you-
champion.
Nice.
You know, current,
Nothing-
you know, local.
Nothing can stop you from being a world champion.
Now,
That's-
One day, you know.
how old
besides age
how old
and
were you,
children.
Jesse, when you started fighting?
I got started late in the game. Like I said, I started having children early, so I was more of a family guy. And I used to run the streets a lot too. I was a bad dude years ago. You know, what I
Okay.
mean? I did a lot of grimy things. But so my wife finally kicked me in the ass, turned me around, and I got in the game late. I started
Good for her.
fighting probably at about 34,
Really?
35.
Wow.
So, which is probably good for me because guys that start at 20, by the time they're 35, they're beat up and
Yeah.
they're pudgy.
Yeah.
You know, that, so I got started late, and I was beating up kids 20, 25, you know, and they're saying, this fucking guy ain't tired, he ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm in great shape.
Right,
so
right.
I could fight another 4 or 5 years.
Good
That's
for you.
fantastic.
I'm looking
Wow.
at.
And your mindset at an older age, you get started later. Your mindset a little better. You're more teachable. You say, you know,
Well, with age
you're
comes
more trainable,
knowledge and
you know?
just maturity and
Yeah, I mean, as
things,
far as
so-
you know what you're putting into it, you know that you have to train. I train 5, 6 days a week, besides working on the roof, like I said, so I count that as 2 a days.
How do
I'm
you
moving.
eat normally? I mean, when
Uh,
you're training for a fight, I know it gets a little different.
Well, for me, I mean, I could pretty much eat what I want. I usually only cut to 10, 12 pounds. I usually walk around at like 184 and fight at 170. As much as Bobby tries to make it sound like it's so hard for me to make weight, I get to weight when I need to. But I mean, I do eat chicken. I'll eat burgers and once. Well, like I said, I got 4 kids, so I'm the one
Yeah.
buying the pizza's going by me, the Taco Bell's
Yeah.
going through me, the food's going by me. So
tough.
I'm not going to tell you I don't eat that shit.
course,
but
of course.
when I'm fighting,
Right.
for 4 weeks I'll do no carbs, no dairy.
Well, Bobby's a stickler on making weight.
He is.
Yeah.
He got me on the rice. Just brown rice. I was eating white rice for a few weeks. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm eating plenty of rice." He's like, "Brown rice, dude." You know.
And we saw Bobby fight. When was it? November.
November, yeah.
And my boys were at your fight,
Yeah.
and they were so impressed with you.
Yeah,
And they said, "Oh, he's going to knock him out with whatever. What you knocked Sean Burton out."
Third round.
And Sean's a nice guy. We got
No,
to
he's
meet him.
a
He
nice
came
kid,
all the way
yeah.
from England. He was
Yeah.
a nice kid.
To be honest,
I
I
follow
think that
him
was the
now.
best Bobby's look to me in all of his fights.
He
I mean,
looked
I
good.
only know him for the.
He looked good. I've seen him
I
fight a
was
few times, man.
So proud of you, and
Yeah.
so proud.
Yeah, you were definitely on your
Yeah.
game. You were focused for it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You fought the guy, you won. He was coming back
Yeah.
with vengeance.
Yeah, no,
So that's where you got to step up your game.
Yeah, no,
Some
big time.
people, when they have a rematch, take it lightly because, hey, I beat him.
But he
No,
gave you a
sure.
good fight.
Yeah,
He
no,
gave
he
you a good
did.
fight. I mean,
He
it
was
was
a tough
good fight.
kid.
He was a
Yeah,
tough kid. He
kid.
took a lot of
Yeah,
knocks, you
respectful.
know.
No,
Oh.
definitely respectful. Great kid, great champion. You know what I mean?
We had Dickie Eklund there at your
Dickie
fight.
Eklund there. Thanks to
That's
you.
right,
Yes,
that's
yes,
great.
which was awesome. That was great.
Matter of fact, I have
An autograph.
an autograph in the car
Yeah.
Really?
from Dickie to you.
For you,
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome.
I forgot to give it to you that night. See, so now you
that's
got
awesome.
it. Now you can put it up in
That was a
the
beautiful
gym.
night.
I put it
That
up
was-
on the gym. Yeah.
That was a beautiful night all the way around. I have a question. What did you guys think last week of the Rousey Tate fight? The 2 girls. What did you think?
I mean, I think it was a good fight. I mean, I really don't care for Rousey's attitude. I mean, a lot
Yeah.
of people, she's getting a lot of backlash
Yes.
yesterday. I mean, before the show,
She's
everybody's like,
awful.
"Oh, America's sweetheart," and then when they seen the show,
Yeah.
she's honestly got a piss poor attitude.
Yeah.
Before a
Horrible.
fight, I'm talking to the guy I'm going to fight like this. I mean, I'm super friendly.
Should be.
I mean,
Horrible
we're going to punch
sportsmanship.
each other in the face. That's cool. I'll share a sandwich after. It is what it is. I had a fight a while ago in Virginia. Guy broke my nose. We hung out after the fight. We were still cool people. It
Well,
is what it
Because you're
is.
You know
just
what?
bringing your talent to
Her-
the.
Her claim is that she was disrespectful to the family, and if it be, you know what? Talk about it, squash it. You don't
Right.
have to do it in front of TV,
You're
give them
getting
the
paid
finger.
a lot of money.
She
We-
wanted to shake your
We
hand.
fought for years for peanuts, for
Right.
bullshit money.
Right.
I mean, I fought for years for no money,
Right.
to making the promoters money, just because I wanted to fight.
Hmm.
You know, what I mean, I'm still friendly. These people are getting paid. They're on such a plateau where they're teaching. They're sending out the wrong message. She sends out the wrong message.
I totally agree.
to
I thought she was
kids that
disgusting.
want
I
to,
thought
other
it was-
girls that want to do MMA. They're like, I don't want to fight this girl. She's
Well,
that disrespectful.
during her interview, she was booed so bad that you couldn't even hear what she was saying.
Yeah.
And then when she finally got to hear, Joe Rogan said, you know, how do you feel about being booed? She's like, well, I've been booed in 30 different countries. I mean, that's not something to be proud
Yeah,
of.
it's definitely not something to be proud of.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
No.
it's
Misha Tate, hats off to her. She's very
she
respectful.
gave
I
her
mean,
good
even
fight,
if
too, I
people
thought.
we get a lot of hate. To be honest, now that we're doing opening our own gym, Campbell's Kickboxing, JM MMA in Copiague, another plug.
Yeah.
Grand
There
opening
you go.
tomorrow, January 4th.
Now,
no
what time?
snow's stopping
Wait,
us.
what time is the grand opening?
12:30 to 4.
12:30 to 4. And you're also doing auditioning?
We're doing open auditions.
Yeah, I
to
saw
any,
that.
Any fighter, amateur or pro, any weight class for Warrior Island 2, as well as open auditions for ring card girls. They're looking for, I think it's called Warrior Princess. So any ring card girl, any model could try
That's
out.
great.
And what Warrior Island is, it's headed by Global Proving Ground, which is headed by President James Jefferson, who signed me. He signed me to a deal for MMA. So you know he finds fights for us, and it's good exposure for any fighters. Like Bobby was saying, all fighters are welcome to come down, try out.
This is
They make a
fantastic.
YouTube video. They do a 5-minute interview with you, and it's exposure. You never know who could
Well,
see it.
off
sign
off
it.
the side to the set, I got my buddy Tom Mealy. He's waving his hand. I think he wants to audition for a
Come
ring
on
card
down,
girl.
Tom. You
Tom, you
know,
wanna
you do a
audition?
few rounds with me. If you
He
do pretty
fought
good,
Jerry
they put
Cooney
you right
in his day, so I think he feels like he's.
Well,
feeling
then you
his
could go with
oats
Bobby.
and,
Forget what I
Oh,
said.
wait.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, wait, did I just date him by saying that, Jerry Cooney? Wait a second.
Oh, did you want to do the ring card girl? He's looking at me like, okay,
He's like,
I got you.
I'll get you, man. I'll give you a bad camera angle. How's that?
But hopefully with the weather, I mean, we've just been having another curveball the whole time
Yeah.
through this,
Well,
opening the gym. So,
I
when
think-
Murphy's Law, when things go bad, then we
Yeah,
get all
and
the
actually-
snow.
Well, you're
but-
set, you're done, everything's finished.
Well, we've had,
Opening
like I said, a
tomorrow.
lot of bumps in the road from one thing to another, but, fighter's gonna fight. So that's
Yeah,
what we do.
yeah.
It's in our nature to get
Right.
past that
But,
pothole.
so your grand opening, what time is it now? 12?
12:34.
12.
Sponsored by McCann's Pub and Grill.
Okay.
They're catering grand open. So give
Right,
them
you guys
a plug.
got food and everything
Food
going
and
in it,
everything,
right?
Yeah.
So girls that want to come down to be a ring girl, ring card
yeah.
girl, they just come in their best look and they'll be interviewed and
They could be interviewed.
that's great.
Filling out
Take an
applications.
application, they can
Correct.
take pictures. If they have headshots, they can bring that down. I was told to bring their headshots and
Great, so it's very.
We have
it's all
actually
very
a
That's good.
girl,
professional,
I think her name is Marissa. I'm not
Marissa
sure.
J. There you go, Marissa J. I couldn't think
Marissa
of her
J.
name,
She
yes.
works for Global Proving Ground. James keeps telling me to plug her, but I get so much going on that
Yeah, you forget
I'm not even,
sometimes, right?
so just come down and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, but we're gonna be there.
Also,
No,
we
we're
got,
not gonna be there.
Oh, we're going
Oh, you guys are
skiing.
leaving
Wait a
us.
second.
We
Going
got snow
skiing.
here. Why you going?
Yeah.
We're going away to ski.
Well,
There's
I
snow.
don't
We just
ski.
got
I'm
snow.
gonna
You
be
guys
there.
can ski outside the gym.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
true.
We got
that's
shovels. We'll make it
That's
out.
right. Oh.
Now, go on your vacation.
All
Go
our
skiing.
intentions were to be there.
The
Trust me.
18th. Come watch me kick some
Oh, we're
ass.
definitely
Well,
gonna be
I'm
there.
singing-
There's someone doing the national anthem.
I'm singing the national
Oh,
anthem.
Janet's singing the
alright.
national anthem.
January 18th.
So you
at
got
that
everybody's
time,
got to come to watch us
so you
sing.
gotta come. It's the national anthem. A cappella. It doesn't,
Acapella.
what are you gonna do?
All right, listen, we gotta take another break.
Okay, we'll take a
So,
quick break and then we're gonna grapple, I think, right?
We're gonna come back
No,
and do
I'm
something.
off.
Well, last time Bobby was here, he kicked my wife's ass in Rock and Sock and Robot.
That's
I am
right.
Round two.
champion.
Actually, we should have had it. But anyway, we're gonna go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York. And we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
I'll have to move. I just said I'm gonna move to the Copeg area so I can start going to Campbell's gym, start training with you guys, right?
But we're back.
We're back, yeah, well, of course we're back. I'm talking to you guys. But I forgot, where'd we leave off now? What were we just talking about before commercial break?
Not the rock.
How gorgeous my wife was.
Right,
No, Bobby was-
right. You well, that was
Well, that was the commercial- that
the
was-
camera wasn't rolling, but you were explaining
He was saying
how
that his wife's beautiful, absolutely.
exceptionally
And
beautiful,
kids,
and
yeah.
you're so loyal to her, and she's your world. You were going on. I was.
That's what
Yeah,
Bobby
but wait
was
a
saying.
second.
Yes.
You're gonna buy her some really nice gifts. That I don't care. Us girls stay together. It's all good.
They do that.
So
See
your
how they
kids
do?
your kids go to your fights? They want. They
My
go?
son came once when I won my second title on one of Bobby and was in O'Keefe's in Montauk. I won my second kickboxing title. So he came to the ring. He felt real cool. He carried the belt out and everything. So that was pretty big for me. That was, it was in the Levittown local paper. So that was a pretty
You
big
have
deal.
a few belts.
Yes, I have quite a good entourage of belts. I got about, I think 7, 9 actually, 7, 8, 9. But like I said, 2 of them for grappling MMA,
Right.
and the other 6 or 7 for kickboxing.
If I had talked to you and nobody booked you to be on the show, I should have reached out to you and told you to bring a couple of them because they're really heavy and everything.
I don't want to be that guy that carries belts around. Like,
but if I asked you,
I would have
asked you
brought
to,
it.
you
Yeah.
would've-
We make fun of guys like that. They're always carrying their belts around. We actually have them up in the gym on the wall. We have leftover fence from our cage, so I put the cage up on the wall, and we have some
Okay.
of Bobby's
You have 'em
belts
strapped up
and my
there?
belts up on the wall. So it looks really cool. So it gives it a good look in the
Yeah.
lobby
Yeah.
of the gym. Our motto is champions training champions. So like Bobby was saying earlier, we have a few champions on our fight team, but that's pretty much our goal, is to turn the average guy into not everybody's a fighter. Like,
Right.
not everybody wants to get punched in the face. They want to grapple, they don't want to get hit, or they want to get hit or whatever. But I have a tendency of being too rough with some of the people. And Bobby's like, you got to ease it up.
So wait a
Because they're
minute,
not gonna come back.
so I'm not well versed, and I know Vinny knows everything about every avenue of fighting, whether it be grappling, MMA, boxing. Grappling, you don't hit in the face?
No, it's just it's more like wrestling.
Grappling is wrestling.
Submission wrestling.
Right.
Right, okay.
I do
Okay.
jiu-jitsu. It's not necessarily I'm teaching jiu-jitsu with a gi, like when I got taught by Matt Serra and Nick Serra with a gi and all that.
Right, okay.
We do all no gi. We still do promotions from white belt to purple belt, you know what I mean? So we're still promoting people. And we do submission grappling. So there's
Right,
really
okay.
no hitting. There's a lot of cross-facing. I mean, it's very
What's
uncomfortable.
cross-facing, what's that?
It's,
Oh,
I'll grind my arm. Like, I make
Oh,
it
God.
very uncomfortable. You'd almost beg for me to hit you rather than
exactly. Oh my
grapple.
God,
I mean, I
wow.
make it very
Like a noogie in the
uncomfortable.
face, you know?
I do that with my head.
The old noogie in the
But
face.
I wanted to get back to, because I was actually going somewhere with
Yeah.
asking if your kids go to your fight. So only your one son has seen you fight?
Yes, my other children, like I said, it's too much for me to concentrate on the task at hand about fighting.
Right, but they would like to be there?
I
I
mean-
would think that's hard to see dad, although you're not, most
They
of the time
see
you're
me get
probably not
banged up
getting your
all the
ass kicked.
time, I
But
mean-
just to see that, whether you're winning or losing,
Well,
I mean, it's
my
worse if you're
daughters
losing,
might
but-
actually enjoy it. I mean,
do they
because I
really?
give them a lot of stress. You know what I mean? I'm very overprotective.
You have 2 daughters, 2 sons,
Two
right?
daughters, 2 sons. We made
Okay.
it across.
Well, you should be protective.
very religious,
You should be
too.
very protective of your girls, too.
Yeah,
You-
and
you
they're
really need
big
to
on
be,
makeup
so.
now, and boys, and
Yeah.
Justin Bieber, and stuff like that.
Oh, Biebs,
so.
he's still
The
like
Biebs.
it-
They got,
The Bieb.
they got Bieber fever.
The
Yeah,
Beeb.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I was gonna say, I don't really understand that, but I guess.
And
Oh, and my youngest daughter, she's in the One Direction, IL,
Yeah.
and all these.
Oh, yeah,
guys.
yeah, that's the
They
big
got my
one,
wife.
One
My
Direction.
wife's watching One Direction. It's
Actually,
20-year-old
our
kids.
friend Kevin Mazur, hey Kevin and Jen, we'll be with you guys tomorrow. He's a famous photographer, world famous. That's what he does practically every day. And he shot those guys. He said they're really good guys. He
Yeah.
said they're really a good bunch of guys.
Yeah, they came from American Idol. They're the
Oh,
ones
did they?
Simon.
Yeah, Simon
They
got
were
it, yeah.
single people that didn't make it, and he put them together.
He made them into
Right.
a group.
Yeah,
I
now
know,
they're-
so-
And now they
Good
kick
thing,
ass,
right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's the American dream.
Hey,
So how does your wife feel about you fighting?
She
feel some angst watching you? Or?
yeah, she when I first started grappling, the cameras, I would always have her video, so the camera's always shaky. I mean, she really don't care for it. 'Cause she don't want me to get banged up, but I actually enjoy. I mean, I got to get hit a few times to get going. I mean, I like it. I get black eyes all the time in the gym, and my head's always mangled up, my ears all screwed up. I enjoy that stuff. So, but she gets so nervous, she can't watch it. She
Yeah,
hates
I
when
would
they
think
do
it's
that.
tough.
that's Bobby said that's why he took you on as a partner, because you say, all right, yeah, hit Jesse, yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's it.
I mean, I've
Punch
got
away.
the fighting. It hasn't been kind. I've got stitches over my eyes. Both my ears are cauliflowered. I had elbow surgery from getting kicked. I had broken nose. I mean, it's not for everybody. Like I said, Bobby will tell you he's had his face mangled a bunch of times. It's not
Well,
easy.
it's funny when I watch the fights with Vin, I'll say, oh my God.
Yeah.
I wince a lot, I turn my head
Yeah,
a
she's
lot.
like,
And
I'm
I-
like, oh, look, no.
And I constantly say, why do these guys come back for more? It looks so.
But it's
just
funny
looks
because
so-
she always watches it with
But
me.
I always do watch
You know,
it.
she like, it's exciting, and
No,
she
it's
loves
not-
it.
it's not
She
an
goes
easy
to all the
job.
fights with me, she loves to be there,
The
Well,
work-
I love to be there to see Bobby Campbell win, the champion that he is, and now see you fight. I can't wait. It's going to be great.
Well, she's gonna sing the national anthem, too.
That's gonna be awesome.
it's insane.
I can't wait to see
Yeah, it's
that.
going to be fun. Now, you're not fighting on the 18th.
No.
That's your baby. You're
Oh,
running it, promoting
he's
it.
gonna be running around like chicken with no head.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there's food there.
It's easier to
there's a-
fight.
There's a bar,
There's a
there's food,
bar,
so if people
yeah.
want to come and eat and
You know,
drink.
Renee's one of the waitresses.
Right,
Yes.
Yeah, she's a
Smart.
delight.
Again, that's at the Sons of Italy in Deer Park, Long
On
Island.
Deer Park Avenue, correct?
Deer Park Avenue.
On
Yeah.
Deer Park Avenue.
Yeah, plenty of parking for everybody.
Right,
Give a
right.
shout out to our sponsors, Squid Graphics, Arbor Consultants, Sal the Barbara,
Sal
Evil's
the Barber.
Dungeon,
Yeah.
Sal the Barbara. We're getting Sal a fight soon.
Yeah, I heard
Get ready.
Sal's joined up in the gym, man.
Sal's joined.
Is
He's
he?
training. He's
That's
sparring
great.
now. He's going live.
Awesome.
That's it.
Well, I'll
Little
tell
scissor hands or something.
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, that's great.
Sal is like a son to me.
Yeah.
I love that kid. I coached him when he was 12 years old in baseball. I know his family very well. Sal knows I love him. So, and his fan base
Oh my God,
is, is
I
amazing.
go get a haircut. It's like, oh, what do you need? What do you need for the gym? Need chairs? I'll call someone. I'll call this guy. Go to the barbershop. You get anything done. Yeah.
That's
That's
my
funny,
boy.
that's like Vin too, Vin knows everybody.
Right.
You need something, you call Vin.
That's Copeg.
That's Copeg.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
that's
It is.
Copeg,
It really
yeah.
is. It's a little town, but
Yeah.
everybody's around each other. Everybody helps each other.
Yeah.
You know, if you're from Copeg, you know somebody in Copeg
Yeah.
that knows somebody. You know
That's
what I mean?
true. Someone knows someone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Now, where are you from?
I'm from Astoria, Queens. I mean, now I bought a house in Levittown about 6-7 years ago. So I made that move for my children because, like I said, Astoria. I mean, it wasn't the worst neighborhood. I mean, but it was bad. I mean, there's a lot of grimy dudes. I mean, it's multicultural now. There's a lot of Pakistanians now. I mean, it was Greek primarily when I was
Right,
there.
yeah.
My wife is Greek. Her parents are from Greece, so they live with us. They help out tremendously. But I didn't want to raise my kids there and then see dudes I know from back in the day and bumping into them. It's
Right.
just awkward. You
Well,
know,
that's,
you guys, you know
well,
what I
yeah,
do.
that's good. You know what I mean? Listen, that was one part of your life.
Yeah.
You move on. You got another part of your life. You do it here. You
And
know,
the schools out
which
here are
is great.
fantastic. They got every
Now,
type
are
of
they in
program.
Levittown schools or
They're
Island
in,
Trees?
Levittown schools,
Okay.
which is Island Trees, Levittown.
Well, my
half a block is a
my daughter
difference.
Tara is a teacher in Levittown. I mean, in Island Trees.
Yeah, they all go to Salk, which is the middle school, and then the high school is MacArthur. My daughter actually goes to MacArthur High School now,
Nice.
which has a great wrestling team. Gian Volante went there. He's a UFC fighter.
Okay.
He wrestled for MacArthur, so they got good teams there.
So, I think we asked this when Bobby was on last time. I actually don't remember your answer, I'm sure Vinny does. So I'm gonna ask you guys both, your favorite all-time fighter, whether it's boxing, I mean, did you grow up liking boxing
Bobby
also?
Campbell.
Good
Good
answer.
choice. Good choice.
And I just touched his leg again. See, just like you
I'm
telling you, I'm a
starting to
little
get a little
sketchy.
uncomfortable, it's getting uncomfortable.
But all-time fighter, and any fighting aspect,
Yeah,
correct?
I mean, did you like boxing growing up as a
Of
kid too?
course, I've
Okay,
watched boxing.
So out of
Mike
any,
Tyson, I
out of any, genre of.
It's got to be Muhammad Ali. I mean, how could I mean? It's got to be
Okay.
Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
I mean, the guy's lost, and he always kept his swag, even when he lost. You know what I mean? He stepped away from the game because the stuff he believed in, whether you believe in what he believed in or
Right.
not. I mean, he was man enough to step away and say,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? I'm not fighting for whoever it is, the white guy. The
Oh, he went
black
to
guy.
jail, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean,
He went to jail
whatever.
for it.
I mean, and for what he believed in. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
wait.
He stayed firm to his.
Went to
They
jail?
wanted him to
He,
go to the
he
army.
he dodged the draft.
Oh,
And he dodged the
that's right.
draft, and then he
That's
did-
right.
He
he
said in
took-
his religion, that's when he switched from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali.
Correct, and they took him away at his prime of boxing. I mean, that's when he was at his prime.
Forgot that.
And he
Okay.
came back and he still won the title. And, you know, he was just, he had a big mouth, which all athletes in our business, you have to be confident. You have to have a swag to you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can be still calm, but you're not going to go into a fucking fight and say, I'm going to lose.
Right.
Right.
You're going
Of
in
course
mentally,
not.
I'm going to win.
Of course
I mean,
not.
I've taken fights on short notice after surgery. We're like, oh, fuck, I might lose this fight. The pay is good. I'm getting paid good. Bobby told me, don't take this fight. But it was a little, you know, it was a good vacay for me and the wife, a little quiet time, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got my ass kicked, dude broke my nose, I got paid, but I probably shouldn't have took the fight, but as a fighter, you take fights.
Right.
Well, my
call,
wife
you
says,
fight.
you know, she sees a guy get beat up. She
Hands
goes,
him warm.
"Why would he fight again?" I said, "Because you don't think you're gonna lose. I mean,
Right.
you go
The
in there
mentality
like,
is-
It's what
this
you
is
like to
mine.
do.
This is
It's what you
mine."
like to do, it's what drives you. I mean, you know, I saw you fight, you're amazing. And I forgot, who's your all-time favorite?
Torgatti, I think.
The
so.
Tor- Torgatti,
Yep.
that's right.
So that's why having Dickie Eklund walk me out the ring was such
Yeah.
a big thing.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was amazing.
Yeah.
Did we ever find pictures from that night? Who has pictures from that
I
night?
got pictures from that night.
Yeah.
With you
Facebook.
walking out
Yeah.
with Dickie Eklund?
Yeah,
I'd
we
love to
have
see
pictures.
those.
I didn't show you
We
the
have a
video.
picture
I'll
up in
be
the
No.
gym,
You
actually.
back
do, you
walking
should,
out.
yeah.
Oh,
okay,
really?
great.
I'll post it tonight on your wall.
Okay.
it's
All
gonna
right,
be-
awesome.
It's like a 2-minute video.
I just spoke to Dickie the other day. You know,
Yeah.
and wished him a
That's actually,
Happy New
that's,
Year.
Gotti was a great fighter. I watched the HBO special.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah.
It's a
Well,
shame.
I'm good friends with Mickey Ward and Dickie Eklund.
I watched that special, with Mickey Ward. It was what
Yeah,
a shame. though.
and you know what? They became really
Really good
close.
friends.
Really close, yeah. Got
Really
Ward
close.
then trained him
Yeah.
Yep.
for his last few fights.
Yep.
It was
It's
awesome.
just, you know, and that's how it should be in the boxing world and in fight world. It shouldn't be that Rousey Tate thing.
Yeah.
You know,
That
it should
was-
always be respectful.
No, yeah.
Win or lose.
Even they're
it's
talking about the
respectful.
Weidman Silva thing that he checked. They're saying it was dirty the way he checked the kick. And Weidman said after the fight, you know, I trained that
Train
way
for
to check
that.
a kick with my knee, hoping that the guy breaks his fucking leg.
Well, that's
It's
part
a
of the
fight.
game.
We're not picking flags.
Right.
They tell
Well,
people. we're
he also said that, you know, the guy was kicking my ass with kicks.
Yeah.
He hurt me. He was hurting me.
Yeah, Bobby's taught me that if someone throws a kick to the body, check with your elbow.
Sure.
You know, this way. That's why I had elbow surgery because blocking kicks, not blocking them the right way, just eating the kicks.
Right. Well,
there's a
that's
certain
the
way to
counter.
check
It's like
kicks, yeah.
boxing's
Oh,
a
so-
chess match. You
So
know
if
what I mean?
somebody's coming in on you with a kick, you were using your elbow to stop
I wasn't
it?
checking the kicks
Oh, talking
properly.
to myself.
I was like, I'm one of those guys who just go forward and get
Right.
hit and just keep, I'll take a beating just to get one or two off. You're gonna feel my one or two, but I'll take
Right, you'll
5
take
or
the
6 of
give.
yours. And I'm coming head first, so go ahead, get off, and I'm letting you get off.
That's
So I wasn't checking my kicks. I was just eating the kicks.
that's like Lieberman, Chris Lieberman.
Chris Lehman, exactly.
He'll take 6 to get 2 off.
Yeah.
you know?
Sure, yeah.
So, I mean, that's certain people's fights
Yeah.
differently. Bobby
Yeah.
moves a lot. He's got good head movement.
Yeah.
And like I said, I got started late fighting, so there's certain things you can't see. Bobby's all the time trying to teach me to jab and punch
So-
a certain way.
So
He
you're
doesn't
you're
understand what jab
38.
is.
37.
So you've only been fighting for like 3.5 years or so?
Pretty much, yeah.
And training for, I mean, what'd you
No,
do
I've been
before
fighting,
that?
like I said. I mean,
Well, you were
when,
street-
when
you
I
were
was
street
younger, I was a
fighter.
street
Yeah,
kid.
There was no cage.
I was locked up a couple of times,
Okay.
or whatever,
You were just
whatever.
like
You
a
know what I
street
mean? So
fighter
I was.
kinda guy.
I used to
Okay.
come home all the time. Same thing with black eyes, but just not from
Right,
the gym.
right. Not-
You know
nothing-
what?
nothing
Some guys
legit.
like to scrap, man. I mean,
That's just like I said. I was
it's-
fighting for a while for no money.
You know,
Might as well make money.
if you're
on
not a
it.
fighter, if you know, you don't know that feeling. That feeling of standing toe to toe. It's the chest match.
But you know what it is?
Beating them to the
problem,
shot.
The problem
It's-
that these
it's
days
adrenaline,
is,
man. It's-
these kids, they all see the UFC. What's bad is Bobby came up, he had tons of amateur fights. I had a bunch of amateur fights. These kids these days, they're promoters, they're coaches, they're seeing dollar signs.
Yeah.
So they're pushing these kids to the bright lights right away with no experience.
Right away,
Right.
which is so
Before
bad.
Bobby even told me, get a bunch of fights before you go anywhere, just for experience. When I fight, people are like, how the hell are you so calm? You're so calm.
Yeah.
Because I've had over 30 fights, so it's just another day in the gym. It's
Right.
these kids, they have 2-3 fights, go pro.
Yeah.
Then they get fucked up,
Well,
and then nobody wants them.
that's
And now you're
managers.
20-something, and you spend,
That's
you don't know
managers
how
and
to do
trainers.
roofing,
Right.
they don't know how to do roofing, they don't know how to do carpentry. Now what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? Where do you go? Your parents want you, you can't go to
Do
college.
you actually train? So like when the women's classes, are you the train? Like if I come and take a class, are you going to be the guy that trains me?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Champions
trained
training
by
champions. You gotta love that. That's what, actually I think that's in one of your promo pictures. Isn't that on the signs on the back?
That's champions training champions. We're
Yeah,
gonna have that
I
on
did
our,
see
we're
that.
gonna run with that. We're gonna have that on our
Yeah, that's
apparel
nice.
and everything.
Let
Now,
me ask you-
sorry. As far as apparel,
You want to fight? No.
later we'll wrestle. As far as apparel, you got
Yeah.
shirts and stuff. You
Kind of. Actually, I'm hoping when the phone call I just went off was the shirt guy. Who,
Okay.
was supposed to finish the shirt today.
okay.
Like I said, we've hit a lot of potholes with opening. We kind of rushed
That's always the
everything
way.
just to get
That's-
it, just to get the ball up and running.
Well, it's hard to
You know what
stay,
I'm saying?
Yeah.
not open because you're just spending money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know?
I mean, we had good investments, good investors that invested to help
Good.
us out get started.
Good.
We don't have the money like UFC to open a big UFC facility.
Right.
We don't have the biggest gym,
That'll be in a couple of years.
but we're hopefully.
Well,
it
you know
takes
what?
off.
I know Bobby. I met you. I mean, if you're a friend of Bobby's and Bobby takes you in,
Partners, your
you got to be a
partners,
good
so
guy.
it's-
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to know your shit. You got to know the game. You got to know how to be with people. So
I can't get rid of this guy anyway.
just listen, just like
Yeah.
this studio
Yeah, I
here,
can
we were
see
down
it.
the block last month in a smaller studio. These guys know their shit. They do it right.
Yeah, the studio-
and now we got
beautiful new
a bigger
studio.
studio.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what? I don't.
And I'm sure you
I
got
don't
a lot of
doubt
haters.
it'll be
I'm s-
bigger
Yeah.
in a year or so. You know, because that's
You
the way
grow,
things
you grow,
move.
and listen, no business starts off, and I'm sure.
Tommy
you guys
Ma's
are-
gonna have to move everything.
Seriously, no business starts off where there's no bumps in the road.
Right.
Even when you're a homeowners,
Yeah.
you know, you're in contract to buy a home, when you're in contract to sell your home to get into the new home. Nothing really goes without a hitch. You're supposed to have a closing date of whatever the date is, and that gets pushed back because something gets delayed with the bank or the inspection. That's part of the course, but you know what? You guys weather it out. You're gonna have a hugely successful business there at the gym. You guys have a great name backing you. You got yourselves, your reputation. You're gonna be awesome.
You got great
Thank
friends.
you.
You got great
No,
friends
so I
promoting
believe in
you,
you, 100%.
believing you.
Yeah.
You know, listen, it's businesses like the fights. It's not how many times you get knocked down.
So many times you get up.
How many
That's
times
right.
you go?
And as long as you can keep getting up, you know what I
Right.
mean, and you'll make it work.
And you guys, you know, you can tell you're not all about the money. You're trying to make somebody worldly in every sense. You know what I mean? Well-rounded.
Yeah.
You know what? You
Mind,
do what
spine,
you
body,
do. The
spirit, so it's-
professional is
it's
the
a
way
good
you
thing.
do it. The money will come.
No.
You know what I mean? You focused on your people.
Yeah.
The money will come, man.
And we need a place to train. I need a place to train. I mean, everything's built for guys that are 5'8". So the guys that were training at 6'2", like, the speed bag's kind of low.
Hey, what is
You know
that?
what I mean? Why is everything built for your size? What the hell's going on
So
here?
now, the hours of your gym are, what are the hours?
5:30 in the morning to 11 o'clock, and then we reopen at 4 to 9.
Oh, wow.
7 days a week?
That's Monday through Friday, and
Okay.
Saturday and Sunday we open a little bit later
Okay.
and close earlier.
But we're pretty much open 7 days a
Yeah.
week. Sundays is like an open mat. If people are interested to come, the gym is open.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I have some older guys that want to do grappling, but they don't want to grapple with the younger guys. And you
So
know,
if we
they're
want to come
40s,
in,
50s.
if we want to come in one day just to watch how you train,
Yeah.
we could come in, I mean, is there any particular time
Hey,
that's better
I'm very
than-
full of myself. Anybody could come anytime they want, take pictures of me, watch me work out.
Speaking
I'm
of
always
taking
available.
speaking of taking pictures of you, wasn't there an incident where Bobby had to hold the camera or something?
Well, that kind of annoys Bobby. I mean, we go like when we travel for fights, people mistake me for Randy Couture, Jason Strathman.
Jason
She said
Statham, no
it happens
doubt.
to my wife. We're in
Yeah.
Target, and I go with it. I'm like, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm like, quiet down, kid. It happens in the
You
drive-throughs.
tell your kids, shh.
So we were in Kennedy Airport going to Florida, and the security guard at Kennedy's like, "You're that guy, you're that guy." And Bobby's like, "Here we go again." And I'm like, "Yeah, bro." So I'm posing with this guy. So some meatball at Kennedy, he's like, "Oh, can I get a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. I did already like 4 shots at Kennedy with all these people." We get to Fort Lauderdale. Sure enough, this guy comes chasing us down. He's like, "Can I get a picture of you?" So he asked Bobby to hold the camera. And Bobby, I could tell it bothers him. So he takes a picture. Bobby's like, "I fought in Scotland, Australia.
Yeah.
I'm a 3-time world
I'm a
champion.
world
I
champion."
fought all over, and I'm holding the camera for this yo-yo who's coming down here, who I booked a fight for."
Just because you look like somebody.
Because
who's
I look
already
like
famous.
somebody.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
we went
That's
to
like-
corner. We went to
that's
corner
fair.
this kid in Manhattan, and already on the train, everybody's like, "Oh, you're a fighter. You're a fighter." And Bobby don't get, because Bobby, you know, now with MMA, my ears are messed up, whatever, my nose is crooked, whatever. They think whatever. So we go outside, and I tell Bobby, I guarantee you, someone's gonna want to take a picture. So we bet $20. Boom, one person take a picture. Bobby hold the camera again. It's just fantastic. I know it bothers the shit out of him.
Next
so I
time
love
I'm
it.
gonna flip it so it takes a piss.
Yeah.
Take a selfie.
The other way.
Here you go. Here you go.
Dunzo.
You want a picture with the champ? There it is.
Yeah, but you know what?
You got a world champion. Here you go.
That's because
great.
that's because he looks like
Yeah.
somebody.
No.
Otherwise, you know, you're a champion in and out.
Yeah.
Everyone.
You know.
Like, oh my god.
Well, you know what?
I need to work on my ego. That's what it is.
I tell you what, I've been to your fights and you're getting a lot of pictures, bro.
Yeah.
You must be blind by the time you get home. Everybody's picture
I
Bobby.
tell you
Picture
what,
Bobby.
my boys were like floored by you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they were
Well, that's
floored
why
by
at
you.
Bobby's last fight, there was so many people there to see him. After he won, everybody's like, "Well, where's your new partner? You guys just starting a new business? Where?" And I didn't want it to be about that because there were so many people there.
Yeah.
And
Like,
that's
I
a good
get too
thing.
over.
That's
I'm
a
like
good
loud
thing.
and obnoxious.
The promoters love to get him on the card.
That's what I mean.
You know what I
They
mean?
love having
They
him.
love
So
getting on
I
the
was
card.
like,
Because he's a good fighter.
I couldn't even get
That's a
to
good
him. There was
fighter.
Campbell's
so many
corner, it
people, I
just goes
couldn't even get
crazy.
there.
You know, it's nice.
So
Yeah.
And they have to put him on last because then the place empties out after he fights.
Yeah, you gotta
So-
keep the main event the last thing of the night.
Well, it's
You know what
always
I'm saying?
probably the
Because-
best fight too, anyway.
Yeah.
So
well, it sucks.
that's
I don't
why.
know from Bobby's experience, but for me, I hate fighting last. I'd rather fight first, get it over with, because I like watching the fights.
Right.
And then the anxiety and the anticipation.
Yeah, so you guys don't come out before the fights, ever. Is
I
that
do.
how that
You
works?
come out and watch,
I
right?
watch
Oh,
the
you do
fights.
come out and watch?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
so
just
there's
like
no-
I said, it's
so
another
there's no
day in the gym
protocol.
for me.
There's no protocol.
Especially if
like
it's
you can't
A lot
do
of guys
it.
get in
Yeah.
the zone. Some fighters
I
get
like
in
to
the
stay in the
zone.
locker room.
Yeah.
Like, Bobby gets like very serious. Like
I guess
I
it's
can't even get in touch with the
independent.
guy for a few weeks before.
You don't
the
see
fight 'cause
Bobby.
he's so-
Bobby's got his own room.
Well,
He's got his
that's,
own
that's, where my ego,
entourage.
that's where my ego cuts in. I want my own room. I
Well,
have to make my own
that's how
room.
you get
Yeah.
into it.
He gets really. I'm totally opposite. I'm like hanging out with everybody
Till the end?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, as a vocalist, it's hard because I get a ton of people always come to see my band, come
Yeah.
to see us, and it's great that they come and support. But my issue is, it's not that I don't want to see them, but you're in a loud, crowded bar because before the band goes on, there's always music playing, and everybody wants to talk to you. If I talk for
Kill
2
your voice.
hours
Yeah.
Kill your
before
voice.
my gig, I really do kill my voice.
Yeah.
And sometimes I actually hide out and I tell Ben, he's like, "Oh, some girls here you
Yeah.
went to high school with. She said she ran track with you. She wants to see you." I'm like, you know, and I love it. I couldn't wait to see her, but I was like, "Oh,
Can I see you afterwards,
Well,
please?
you know
Yeah,
what it is?
and not
It's
to
not that
sound-
she's talking. It's because music's playing, so you're actually screaming
the
and yelling to
decibel."
hear each
And
other.
Tommy Marr, you know what I'm talking about. You're in the clubs. You're talking at a decibel over loud pounding music. You know, this is what I do. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you going out and, you know, boxing for fun before you match. You don't
All
gonna
right,
do
so
that.
listen, one last time, let's go through, the grand opening.
Grand openings this Saturday,
Tomorrow.
12:30 to 4.
And the
That's
address?
740 Montauk Highway, Copiague.
And the fight,
The fight is January 18th at Sons of Italy on Deer Park Avenue. And it's MMA, kickboxing, boxing. It's a sold-out show. So if you don't have tickets, contact one of the fighters that are on the show to try to get a ticket. Jesse has some tickets left, you know.
where can they get you, Jesse? Can they
Website?
They
reach
could
out?
hit me up on Facebook. Send me a friend request. I accept everybody. I don't care who you are. Unless you're a woman, my wife will get pissed.
Okay, Jesse, could
Don't,
you,
don't
Jesse
holler at me, leave it
McBroom,
alone.
Jesse McBroom.
McBroom.
Jesse McBroom, MCBROOM.
and
I
Jesse,
also have,
Jesse.
Correct, no I.
Right.
Because, believe it or not, the hour's done, man. See how
It's
fast it
done.
goes?
Is it?
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
It goes quick,
It
man.
goes fast.
You know what?
But we'll have you back because we definitely, there's so much to talk about.
Time,
We
Yeah.
talk about
time
your
flies when you're having fun.
Thank you for having us.
It was a
Thank you.
pleasure to
Thank you
have
for
you.
that.
Bobby, you know, of course, we love you.
Yes.
And
Right.
Jesse,
My
it's
brother.
great to meet
I
you and have
appreciate all the
you.
help
That's
you
my
guys
brother.
support.
Definitely, and everybody, you know, just support these guys when you see
Anytime we can promote you, you know we're
I know
here
you
for
guys
you.
are there.
And
next
I just
week?
want to say we have Jamie McCarthy, famous photographer with crazy lifestyle that this guy
Oh,
leads.
Jamie's crazy.
Hangs out with all the elite people. He's going to come out and tell us some stories, show us some pictures. So you guys tune in next Friday. In the meantime, be safe on the roads.
Thanks for
Have a great
tuning in.
weekend.
We
Thanks
love
for
you.
tuning in.
If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thanks,
love you.
Jesse. Thanks, Bobby.
Thank you.
Take care, guys. Peace
Awesome.
out.